This podcast is brought to you by Pumpkin Delights. They're around once a year, and if you find them, you are lucky.
And if you don't find them, you're in our same position and you want to break little Debbie's legs. She's trifling and she's taking away my snacks and I want to hurt. Little Debbie, we're coming for you.
Coming for you.
Pikachu.
You're gonna have beef with little Debbie.
I got beef with little Debbie when she denies me my snack cakes.
Snack cakes, drum roll. Da-na-na-na-na. I'm not really gonna tap the actual desk, but hey guys.
What's going on, everybody?
Make sure you subscribe. We are back. Back again.
Mm-hmm.
Back for
new.
We are back for another JessBen Untitled podcast episode.
It's 7, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. So, okay, hold on. Checking the notes.
Episode.
Yes, yeah, it is episode 7.
And it's your two favorite people.
It's Jess over there.
And it's Ben over there.
Now let's open some Pokemon cards. I got you.
The amazing, wonderful, handsome Ben over here.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Mm-hmm. And over here, we're gonna kiss each other's butt at the beginning of the podcast. This is kind of what we do. So if you don't like this part, shut up, stupid. Skip ahead if you don't like it. Anyway, we have the gorgeous, phenomenal, breathtaking, delicious, syrup taste
thick.
Thick. God, I am gonna have to keep an eye on our socials now because I'm gonna have some creepos being like, yo, how thick is she? Shut up! That's my biscuit. Anyway, the beautiful Jess is here as well.
So welcome to this very eventful,
aggressive open podcast.
That we share our love about Pumpkin Delights.
Mm-hmm. But real talk though, if you have not ever tried a Pumpkin Delight,
get on it
because they're apparently only in season for like a week. It feels like sometimes, and then they completely vanish, and then they bring out those stupid sometimes Christmas shaped cupcake crap that no one likes.
Sometimes it feels like a day.
It does.
I'll be straight up. The only Little Debbie wise, the actual season snacks, if I word that right, I think I'm wording right. Love Pumpkin Delights. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to Christmas time, the gingerbread cookies. But
hey Billy, what was your favorite part of the podcast? Oh, I really liked it when they talked about snack cakes for like the first 45 minutes of the podcast. That was some good stuff. Oh yeah, I really love it. I'm subscribed to that.
I'm bringing up snack cakes because we were at the store the other day and I found the Pumpkin Delights. I looked right at them and I was like, we're getting these, and Ben's like, but it's not even Halloween yet. I'm like, I'm
one of those weird people that it's just like I love being in the season of a holiday, but I'm not one of those people. It's like, oh, it's July, time to put up the Christmas tree. No, I'm not like that.
Like someone we know that has a Christmas tree, literally
like
where I live.
Real talk though.
24 hours a day.
Every time we go into town, we always pass by this one specific house. No joke. There's this big like bay window in front of their house where you can kind of see into their living room.
You can basically see into the kitchen area too.
And right in that window, I'm not joking, from January 1st to December 31st, there is a Christmas tree in that window.
24/7, 365 days.
And I feel like they want to be festive, but I also feel like they want to be lazy about it too, because it's just because they decorate it for every holiday.
Yeah, to be fair, I give them credit for that because they do decorate it for every holiday, but you're just being lazy.
Now, my question is, do you guys know anybody like that who actually has a Christmas tree from January to December and they consistently decorate it given the month or holiday that it is? They decorate it for St. Patty's Day. They put shamrocks on it.
They decorate it for summer. They put like flip flops and stuff because I saw that.
I'm just like, why?
I mean, granted.
But I mean, if you want to be festive and if you like and you enjoy that stuff, that's fine. But I don't like seeing a Christmas tree in freaking July. I don't.
I know we're festive. We love the season. We love holidays.
I like celebrating the holidays in the right month.
It's like, for me, it's like I feel like October you can dedicate to Halloween. November, Thanksgiving, December, Christmas.
Like, dude, I think we were at Sam's Club the other day, and they were already setting up stuff for Christmas, and I'm like, bruh,
let's talk about Sam's Club.
It's like, seriously, dude, it's like we're not even in October yet, and it's like you're already putting up Christmas trees and stuff, and I'm like, dang, man, I know this year sucks and everything like that, but it's like, let it breathe a little bit.
I know the virus took out 2020 and 2021.
Yeah, it's slowly consuming 2021 at the moment.
I feel like this Delta variant is just gonna take over.
It is taking over. But hopefully,
there's Christmas trees still.
Yeah, it's nuts. But aside from everything, we hope that you guys are being safe. You guys are careful. And you're taking care of one another, because at the end of the day, regardless if you have a Christmas tree up in July
or a Halloween wreath up in June.
Oh yeah, if you're doing any of that, just
make sure.
Be cautious, be safe, be smart. I'm not gonna tell you what you got to do. I'm not gonna be one of those people who's like, well, you got to do this to be safe. No, I'm just saying.
Do this.
I'm telling you, like, whatever your views on it may be, just be smart, be safe. And just enjoy yourself. Enjoy life. Because that's all we got.
Exactly. You gotta live life how you want it. And I'm telling you guys to be you. Be yourself. If you want to have a Christmas tree up in July, go for it.
Just don't live in our neighborhood, because otherwise I'm going to leave some mean notes in your mailbox.
If you want to have a scarecrow up in, August, go for it. That's fine. August is fine. But if you want to have a scarecrow up in February, go for it. Be you. Even if you live in our neighborhood, Ben might, throw snaz or whatever. But you know what? Yeah. We still appreciate you. Yeah. You are amazing. Yeah. Don't ever forget that.
That's your inspirational quote for this part of the podcast.
I love being
Be you. Be happy. Enjoy life. That's about it.
I love being inspiring.
But
say it right.
Yeah, you did. All right, so let's get into what's been going on since our last podcast.
I want to talk about some cute things.
Cute things. All right, it's going to be another 25 minutes of talking about me. Go for it.
Go for it. Well, I hate to break it to you,
but you are.
But you are super, super cute.
I know.
You're super amazing.
Keep going.
But this cuteness talk is not about you right now.
How dare you?
So I want to bring up something lovely that happened just a little over a week and a half ago. Mm-hmm. So we normally bring up I know a few times we brought up our dogs.
So yeah, for those of you who don't know, we do have two dogs. One of the dogs is the one that we constantly complain about during some of our recordings, and it's like, we're sorry if you hear a loud, obnoxious barking. It's
just sniffing his butt, or barking at his tail. But to find out today,
we have two dogs. So.
I did come to find out today he is smart. He knows how to chase cows.
Yeah, so do I, but you don't see me getting any awards about it.
I'll give you an award. But then we also, I know we brought up a few times our female dog. Mm-hmm. Gorgeous.
She's a beautiful German Shepherd.
They're both beautiful German Shepherds. Mm-hmm. I know we had, her for a little longer than him.
Yeah, we got him a little bit later.
But. Yeah, they became very, very friendly with each other. Mm-hmm. And she started gaining weight, and I was sitting here telling Ben she's gonna be a mama.
She was over here telling me that she's gonna be a mama, and I was like, nah, it's probably because she eats garbage. She's just getting fat.
He's like, you're getting fat. You're fat. You're fat. And
I was fat shaming our dog, and I really don't have any room to talk
about
like that.
I was feeling her belly and stuff. I was like, that's not fat. She's pregnant. No, she's not.
And she kept asking me to feel the stomach.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry. Okay, like again. I understand, and this is not just with animals, this is with people too. I don't mind someone who's proud of the pregnancy. I think that's a beautiful thing.
It's very beautiful.
It's life happening. It's a gorgeous thing.
Life It's becoming.
But I've seen Alien before, and I've seen it many times. So anytime I feel something, anytime I feel something, and I feel it moving from the inside, I feel like something's gonna burst out.
You get scared.
It's a weird phobia of mine. I don't know why.
I mean, phobias are a thing, yeah.
But I can't, like, because I've had friends and family who have been with child, for lack of a better word. And there's always that point where there's like, oh, come feel it kick and everything like that. Feel it kick, and I'm like, nope. I don't know what it is. It creeps me out.
He always.
It's not because I think it's bad or it's weird. It's just it creeps me out.
I mean, we all have phobias, so that's something that.
But sometimes I don't like feeling like a pussy. But
I finally had you overcome that.
Yeah. Yeah, this is
correction. You didn't overcome it.
Yeah, it's like I finally just went ahead and he's like, no, screw it, I'll do it.
I felt
it's our dog. I want to know.
So. I took your hand and I placed it there, and then
the second I felt movement, and I'm like, I don't like this. Ew. Yeah. Ew, I don't like this at all.
Well, straight up after that, he's screaming back.
I just didn't like it. But
he was screeching.
But we did find out that we found out that our beautiful dog was she was pregnant,
and she gave birth.
And she just like you said about a week and a half ago. Yeah.
But she gave birth to six beautiful, stunning, gorgeous
puppies.
Funny goofballs.
Yeah, they're some rascal little goofballs.
They're so adorable, and we'll throw like a picture up here because obviously, we have
the chance that she got to take photos of them. She did.
Oh my goodness, they're so cute though. Like
they were very small at first, but now they're starting to get. They're starting to get a little chubby.
One in specific is chubby. Super chubby. It's a male. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, though they're so. But
they are some adorable little nuggets.
I remember the story though because that day we had someone come in from like the electric company. But fast forwarding, we were actually walking over to the cage our female German Shepherd in, and we noticed something. We're like, wait a second.
Like, what the heck is in her cage?
What the heck is in there with her?
I thought she just took a big dump.
Or I thought it maybe like would have been like a pile of leaves or something, or like bats or something because it was black. I was like, what is that?
And then we looked over, and then we actually saw, and we heard the little noises that they were making. It's like, holy crap, she had puppies.
She had her puppies.
Yeah, so it was cool. It was really cool. So now we have
cool and adorable.
We have 2 regular dogs, and now we have 6 puppies.
We have regular doges, and 6 of their puppies.
Yeah, but they're still little, but they're gonna be jumping around, yampering, and all that stuff pretty soon.
I think here within the next 3 or 4 days, they might even have their eyes open.
Yeah. Some of them already do at this point, but like I think like 2. No. I think one of them still doesn't, but
none of them do yet. None of them have them open.
I don't know. I don't pay much attention. I don't go out and check on them every other hour like she does. But
I don't check on them every other hour. That's a lie.
Every other hour and a half. My mistake.
No, anyway. It's maybe every 4 hours because she's taking care of her pups.
Of course. But yeah, that
I don't check every 30 minutes like you.
Don't try to make me seem like I care. I'm the unemotional.
I mean, you care about certain things, but anyways, moving on back to snack cakes.
that was one of the things that happened this week. We had some new additions to the JessBen family here.
New additions,
so that was pretty cool.
Family. Cute additions.
And other things that have been going on, I mean, really just the usual stuff. Just work, and cooking, cleaning, keeping
Pokemon.
Oh yeah. It's like it's basically our lives have turned into
how to catch them all.
Work, clean, cooking, Pokemon, and wrestling. That seems what our lives are consisting of.
You were saying basically though. You were going into.
I don't remember what I'm talking about. You expect me to remember half of the things I say in this podcast? Heck no.
You were saying basically just keeping it going.
Just keeping it real. We just keeping it real.
Wrestling. Oh my.
Should we get into Pokemon first, or should we get into wrestling?
You know what? I feel like maybe we can like talk about wrestling for like maybe 5 minutes, and that's it.
I don't know if we can talk about it for 5. And when I say oh, we can't talk about it for like 5 minutes, like, oh man, we have so much to talk about. It's a lot to talk about, but it's also a lot that annoys the utter crap out of us right now.
Yeah.
So, all right.
As you know, we're really big wrestling fans.
Yeah, we're pretty big. We're pretty big into the graps, as some like to call it. So, as you know, if for those of you who don't know, and for those who don't even care about wrestling, shut up, stupid. It's our podcast. I can talk about wrestling if we want. Anyway, so
shut up, stupid.
So we've been watching WWE, which obviously most people know what that is, and we've also been watching AEW.
Which, if you don't know what that is, you should go check it out.
And one thing that we've started to we started to realize within the time frame up until I want to say maybe like January of this year up to now, we're starting to realize that there's kind of been a weird declining quality in the way the WWE shows are right now. And when I say lacking quality, I don't mean like production value or like budget and everything like that. It's just overall, I feel like just the overall presentation of what really makes those shows what they are is the wrestling.
It's just like,
and it really feels like they're just kind of just like just not trying that hard with it lately. And it's like, I know because obviously they have 3 shows, like main shows. They have Monday Night Raw, they have NXT, and they have SmackDown.
Friday Night SmackDown.
And the thing that really is starting to make us see this is like Monday Night Raw is a 3-hour show. It starts at 8, ends at 11.
Yeah.
And you would think this is the biggest wrestling company in the world. They have all the money. They have some of the best talent on the world. You would think a 3-hour show, it should be jam-packed, which is wrestling the entire time. No. It's gotten to the point now where there's like, it's a 3-hour show and there's like 4 wrestling matches, if that. And
if there is wrestling matches, it's the same thing you've already seen last.
I think that's really what it boils down to. Is just like it's consistently the same song and dance every week, every episode, and it's just like it's gotten to the point where it's like, dude, we don't even watch it half the time now. We just have it on as background noise, and we're like, I'm either like editing, we're cooking, we're playing our switches or something like that, and it's just
falling asleep,
and then just like as we're doing that, if something slightly interesting happens, just like, oh, okay, go back to it.
2 seconds later,
and it's just like, and again, I know a lot of people was like, well, WWE is like, again, if you like WWE right now in the current state that it is, by all means, you can like it.
We're not judging you.
But right now, I can honestly tell, and I don't like to be one of those people who's like, yo, you're just jumping on the AEW bandwagon.
No.
And it's like, there's a real big difference between both of those brands of wrestling right now.
One, I feel like I'm deja vuing, and the other one, I feel like I'm not, like I can't predict it. Yeah. But one, you could predict almost everything because it's like deja vu. It's like living the same thing over and over and over.
And it's just like with AEW, like right now, we watch that, and it's actually like it's something that we look forward to every week now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's just like because they have found a way to not only bring people that were in WWE into their company and put a spin on them so well that it's just like, I want to see what they do here because they'll actually give them the creative freedom to do something that they haven't been able to do.
Exactly.
And it's just like, I like it because it like a lot of people say, oh, the storylines and stuff like that suck in AEW. It's like, dude, I don't care what the storyline. Sometimes I don't care what the storyline is. Sometimes I just want to see a good wrestling match. And honestly, like right now, AEW has been delivering that without a doubt. Because I'm pretty sure if you don't even pay attention to wrestling, I'm pretty sure like at the time of this recording, it was actually yesterday, AEW had like their big all-out pay-per-view.
The all-out, that was
and it was in Chicago. And it was incredible. Like
it was extraordinary.
It's very rare when you have like a 3 to 4 hour show and you can keep the audience entertained from start to finish.
Like you're entertained from beginning to end. You're entertained from Tony saying, it's Sunday night till the end.
Yeah. And it was that whole pay-per-view. Like obviously I'm not going to say too much about it and spoil things because obviously if you want to know about it, you can look up about it.
Yeah,
but it was
on YouTube.
It was such an amazing show. It was such an amazing show.
It was phenomenal. Like, I will give credit. AEW gives me something that WWE doesn't.
Wrestling.
Well, besides, yeah, it does give me wrestling. It does give me that. But it also gives me, like, emotions. Like, I'll be happy. I'll be excited. I'll be fearful. I'll be sad.
Yeah.
It gives me all of that. Like, there was one match. I'm not bringing anything up. I'm pretty sure if you're an AEW fan, you already know what match I'm talking about. There was one match in specific that I was fearful for, and I was getting sad. And then the ending of that match just turned that all around, and I was so stoked, so happy. I was crying happy tears instead of sad tears.
And that's what I'm saying. It's tears. Like, if you can get that invested where like emotions like that come out, that's how you know you have a good product.
Plus,
and I'm not saying that WWE doesn't have that, but it feels like it doesn't happen unless there's like it's a big thing happening. It's like, oh, it has to be this big show and everything like that, and everybody has to be tuned into it and everything like that. It's cool to get that moment, but the road to get to that moment is what sucks.
I mean, I will say WWE does have a lot of wrestlers that we like.
Yeah, like I said, it's like I said earlier, it's like I won't deny that they have amazing talent.
They have amazing talent.
But it's the fact that some of that amazing talent that they have, they are not utilizing.
And they should utilize.
I don't want to watch the same show every week and see the same same four people wrestle every
That's
week.
why I feel like I'm living deja vu.
And it's just like unfortunately with AEW, we don't get that. We get different matches every week. We get different stuff. It's like it's almost like you're not gonna get the same show every week. And again, you can call us fanboy and fangirls about it or whatever. It's just that you can't deny facts right there.
I just gotta say one thing. Acknowledge us.
See, we like some WWE stuff. Head of the table. I'm not gonna lie, the Roman Reigns stuff is getting a little old because I'm just like, what? All right, where are you going with this? I was like, we've done the whole acknowledge me thing. What's going on? And then Brock Lesnar's coming back. What are you gonna do with that? Blah 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 blah. But
hopefully,
I just
you didn't just spoil anything for someone.
And it's like all I'm saying is, it's just like when we watch wrestling, the main thing we want to watch when we watch a wrestling show is wrestling. And I get it. I understand. WWE is. That's the thing, the WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment. The entertainment aspect is in that. It's sports entertainment. It's not just sports.
I mean,
I get that. I get that. And again, and I'm not saying you can't have storytelling and entertainment aspects of that, but don't make that what the product is about.
I just want to say, like, one thing that makes me sad and disappointed about, like, specifically SmackDown, is the way they are treating Finn.
Oh yeah,
Finn Balor.
Finn Balor's gotten
much more.
Yeah,
there's so much talent.
Like, he left on NXT on like a high horse.
Yeah,
and they made it seem like they were gonna do something really cool with him. And dude, they just dropped the ball.
It's like they just found a pile of horse crap and just threw him in that.
It's just like horrible. He's getting booked so bad, and it's honestly like, obviously, because I'm not gonna spoil anything about the AEW pay-per-view or anything like that, but it's pretty much what another wrestler in AEW was essentially going to happen to him, but he decided, he's like, you know what, I'm good WWE, I'm out, peace. And now he's he's
somewhere he's going to be utilized.
Now he's somewhere where he could be more creative. They're going to utilize him properly.
He's happy,
and he's going to be able to do what he wants to do, which is wrestle.
Yeah.
And that's
instead of having to wrestle.
And and it's not like, unfortunately, like Finn Balor is like, okay, we brought you back. We're going to give you a little bit of a pop 1 week, and now we're just going to throw you into the mid card, and you'll barely be used. It's like, what was the point?
Exactly? What's the point? It's just so much talent from Raw to NXT to SmackDown. Just so much talent.
It's like, again, because you can tell right by now we're fans. It's just like when you grow attached to some of these like wrestlers or athletes and stuff like that, you want to see them succeed. You want to see them do well.
Exactly.
And when you see that like talent and that potential that they have, but apparently the people that they work for don't see it, it sucks.
For example, Bronson Reed. He was, oh my lord, like...
I think he goes by Jonah something now on Twitter, but it's like...
I remember him on Bronson, but he's...
Like, it's like him and just, there's so many names that were released and unfortunately just had to get let go, and there's like, some of those were just phenomenal talents.
He should have never been released.
But, and it sucks. It really, really sucks that it's like, you're doing what you love, but because they feel like they can't do anything with you, they have to let you go.
And it
sucks like that. That's how it is in wrestling, but sometimes that's how it is in life too.
Yeah,
and it's just like it's a huge bummer. It really is.
I just hope wherever Jonah, as you say, goes, like
it's one of those. It's
gonna be amazing for him. Because he has such talent.
It's one of those things that's like you can tell that even if they're not in the best business in wrestling, which is what WWE likes to think of itself at this point, it's because people think it's like if you're in WWE, you're at like the Mecca. That's like the top. That's the top of the mountain that you need to get to. If you can make it there, you've officially made it in professional wrestling. But I feel like now where wrestling is right now, where you have WWE, you have AEW, and you also have like other stuff like Ring of Honor, you have NWA and stuff like that. You have all these brands. You can branch out and go anywhere you want.
You can do things.
And as long as you're doing what you love, you'll be a success. And that's what and I feel like that's what's going on now.
I feel like some wrestlers that got released, they have so much talent that they can be put in something and just exceed.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie that the fact that they were in
successful.
They were in this company and that's how they grew that fan base. But regardless of the fact, they grew that fan base for a reason. It wasn't just because, they're in this show. It's because when they had the opportunity to shine, that's what they did.
I mean, NXT had the same, like, it was giving me the same feeling that AEW gives me.
And it's not going to be like, not going to be like that very much longer.
When, Jonah was there, like, I got the excitement from seeing him. I got happy. I got, happy
him winning
tears.
When he won the North American Championship. That was like, such a powerfully awesome moment. And then just like less than a month later, taken away from him, then got released.
I feel like that was the big key there, is why he got it. Like that was like a signature, like, hey, he's gonna be released because of that.
And I feel like that was the case, that sucks.
Yeah, I feel like that was the big sign, like, hey, we're releasing him, so we're giving it to someone else.
Exactly.
And it's just it's horrible.
It was such a bummer. Like, because one thing we like to always try to do is, like, we keep tabs on what's going on in the industry for that and everything. And when we hear about releases and stuff like that, especially if it's somebody that we're really big fans of, when we hear that and we're just like, fudge, man.
Exactly. Like,
that sucks so bad.
Like another release that hit me super hard. Bray Wyatt.
Oh, that was not an easy pill to swallow when they.
No, I'm still
when they announced his release, I was just like, bruh, are you serious right now?
Dude.
Really? You really are gonna let him go?
You remember what happened when you told me?
And yeah, you didn't believe me at first. You're just like, you're messing with me. You are joking. I'm like, nah, it's legit. And then you looked it up and you're like, this is BS. I don't even want to watch Raw now.
I started crying.
Yeah, it sucked, man. Yeah. But it's just that's again. See what I'm saying though? This is what happens when we talk about stuff like this. Obviously, you could see it come out like we're something about it. But that's enough talking about the graps.
That's enough talking about the fighting.
We'll talk about another subject now.
Can we really say that? That's enough talking about the fighting wrestling when the WWE doesn't really have much. All right, on to the gotta catch them all.
All right, yeah, let's talk about some Pokemon. Let's talk about some Pokemon, all right? So, as most of you may know, we open Pokemon cards. Oh, wow, really? I didn't know that. It's like 90% of what the channel is right now. Shut up, all right? Shut up.
We actually...
So, one thing we've been doing...
did something very cool. Very, very cool.
I've been trying to find ways to stream right now. And
it's been hard.
It's not easy because I have to factor in that we don't have the greatest internet, and I also have to factor in that I'm trying to understand, because right now, from what it looks like, Twitch is not a good place right now.
It just, yeah.
Twitch is not a good place. Of everything that I've been reading and everything like that, I'm just like, I basically, took it upon myself to be like, all right, I think if I'm gonna do this, I'm not gonna do it on Twitch at the moment. Until that environment seems a little bit better, that's when I'll go back to Twitch. Is it a negative?
Like, I don't know much about it. Is it a negative environment? What's going on?
So pretty much what I've been reading is, like, there's this thing on Twitch that you can do when a group of people that are watching a stream, and after the stream is over, they can basically put their audience that's watching them at the time before the stream's over, they can like say, hey, here's a buddy of mine watching, or here's a friend of mine streaming and everything like that. I'm gonna put you guys over in his stream and you guys can watch him. And that's what's known as a raid. Like, that's when like a group from another stream is coming to another person's stream to show support, to be there, and to like, you know, help build. It's especially really good, especially when it's like a small streaming like channel and everything like that, a small Twitch channel. That's like, it's always good to that. I've had that happen to me a couple times where I've had like someone be like, hey, this so-and-so was streaming and they told us to come to yours and everything like that to see what you are. And you can get new followers that way. You can basically get new people added to your audience. But I don't know the full story of everything, but what I've been hearing and reading is that apparently there's been this huge wave of like what they're calling like hate raids.
Yeah.
And it's essentially just groups of people just going into other people's streams, saying rude things, like typing in slurs, being very rude, and just being the absolute worst kind of people you can be.
That's horrible.
And the fact that Twitch is doing nothing about it, from what it seems like, people are having an issue with that.
I mean, that is a big issue if they're not. And
that was one of the reasons why a lot of big name Twitch like streamers were basically saying they were going to essentially do like a blackout on Twitch, specifically. I believe it was on the 1st. And they basically were just like, we're not streaming on Twitch.
I honestly didn't.
And it was like a stand-up thing to be like, hey, this is something that needs to be known. You need to be able to do something about this. This isn't something that should just be like, okay, no big deal.
Yeah, no, they need to fix that. Like, I personally,
because it's like it's one thing to be like, everybody's gonna have like your trolls. It's always gonna have like your angry people that are gonna want to say dumb stuff. I get that, but when it's a large group of people who are just deliberately coming to someone's stream, and again, it's all someone's doing is just like they're playing a game or whatever. Like, people don't even play games on Twitch anymore, which I'm like still trying to understand. Like, there are people in hot tubs now. There's people licking microphones now.
Licking microphones?
Yeah, it's like an ASMR thing where it's like a weird like microphone thing that looks like an ear.
Yeah.
It's for like ASMR streamers, and they like lick it now, and they like talk all whatever, because some people like that ASMR stuff. I understand that, but I don't understand the microphone anyway.
Like an ear?
Anyway, but
I didn't know about that, so thank you for letting me know.
And again, I understand, especially when you're a small streamer and everything like that, and you get like this big rate of people coming into your stream, and you're thinking, this is amazing, I'm having so many people that I've never had before, and instantly, as soon as you're excited and be like, hey, how's it going, everybody just starts typing rude, mean things to you, and just spewing like hate speech. And it's just and that's horrible.
It's horrible, especially for a person who suffers with depression and anxiety.
It's just like,
you don't know what could happen.
Especially if you're like I said, if you're a small streamer, and obviously this isn't your source of income and everything. It's just something that's like, because I know a lot of people who like to be like, I had a hard day at work. All I want to do is just go home, fire up my stream, talk to like the 3 or 4 people who come into my stream, and just have a good time.
Exactly.
And then you come into your stream, you're stressed out, and then you're trying to enjoy yourself, and then you have to deal with that. It's just it's no way to do things. It's horrible.
That's why I was saying, like, it's horrible for people who suffer with bad anxiety and bad depression, because you don't know what's gonna happen.
Because
Twitch really needs to take care of that.
That's one of the reasons why, like, it's just Twitch just really needs to get on the ball with that.
Exactly.
And I mean, I don't even know if YouTube is any better with it, but a lot more people are starting to go towards YouTube,
like the YouTube aspect,
go towards YouTube streaming now, because I guess they feel like maybe the environment will be a little bit better, but I'm not too sure. But regardless,
Regardless, thank you for letting me know about that because I did not know. I had no idea what was going on.
I don't just look at fun anime girl arts on Twitter. I actually also look up news articles sometimes. But yeah, so the point I was trying to get before I went off track and talked about that. So one thing we started to do, because we didn't realize this.
Wait a second.
One thing we didn't realize is, for those of you who don't know, we actually started a dedicated Pokemon Instagram page.
On our, yep.
Yeah, so I'll actually put up the Instagram handle for when you're watching this on YouTube.
Right now.
There. And so it's basically, we did an Instagram page dedicated to Pokemon because obviously we do a lot of Pokemon card openings, we have a lot of Pokemon stuff, and we just kind of wanted to share that with people and be like, hey, have some fun with it.
Show our love for Pokemon with the world.
As we were like getting it going and everything like that, we actually found out that you can actually stream on Instagram. It's called like an Instagram Live. I sound like a super old man when I'm saying it's like, did you know you could stream on Twitch?
I mean, neither one of us knew you could.
People watch what you do on the internet. What is this? It's amazing.
Yeah, no, I never knew that.
Yeah, we found out that you could do like live streams on Instagram, and we tried it out. And it works.
It's really fun.
It was working really well, and it's just like the instant we started doing it, it's like I caught that bug again. It was like, oh, we're streaming, and this feels awesome. I love doing it.
It was amazing. Yeah.
And like the last few streams that we've done, we did Pokemon card openings.
Of
I know,
course.
super original, right?
I mean, the page is dedicated to Pokemon.
But yeah,
to be fair.
that way it's fine because obviously it's a Pokemon themed.
If you go on the page and you're like, well, there's a picture of you guys, it's because we were trying to introduce.
We're holding Pokemon stuff in that picture. It's like, well, it's not a Pokemon stuff. If we're holding Pokemon stuff, shut up. Anyway, so we started doing some live streams on there, and they've been really, really fun. We've actually done a few. I think we've done 3 at the time right now.
That sounds about right. At the time of this recording, we've done 3.
So we've done 3.
2 or 3. I'm pretty sure it was 3.
And we started opening up stuff, and Lord Almighty. So, again, I want to bring this up because it was like we've only done 2 or 3 of these streams, and we've already had a moment in one of these streams that's by far one of the coolest things that has ever happened to us.
I remember.
And so we were opening up some I think they were Kanto Power mini tins. And they're like these little mini tins of Pokemon cards.
You mean the ones we got from Walmart?
Yeah.
The Galar
region tins. So we were opening those up on the stream, and these tins came with evolution packs. For those of you who are unaware what X and Y evolution packs are, X and Y evolution packs are essentially just they're reprints of the original set of Pokemon cards that came out way back when the Pokemon trading card game first came out. When it was originally being developed by Wizards of the Coast. So what they essentially did for that anniversary set, I guess if you want to call it that, is they decided to make reprints of the cards, so you get some reprints of original Pokemon cards, like your original Pikachu, your original Blastoise and all that stuff.
Venusaur.
And you also get your full art trainers and stuff like that. But there's one particular card. There's one particular card that anybody who knows Pokemon cards, anybody who knows anything about Pokemon, there's one particular card in that set that anybody who opens up Pokemon cards, even as a kid, would open up those cards and would love to see this one particular card.
Yes.
And I was talking to Jess about this, and as we were doing this, it was like, never in my life, even as a child, I ever thought I would see this card. Because even as a kid, I never saw one before. Never saw one up close. And obviously, if you haven't already guessed by now, it's the Charizard card.
It's the only one we haven't mentioned because we mentioned Pikachu.
We have Pikachu, like
You mentioned
Venusaur,
Blastoise,
Blastoise.
Venusaur.
It's like, but yeah, it's the original
Thick.
the original Charizard card, like to some people the holy grail of Pokemon cards. And one of the reasons why this is such a sought after set is because there's actually a reprint Charizard card in this set. And I remember right before we started the stream, we were laughing and choking before we started.
Yeah.
You remember what I said before we were going to start? It's just like, I told you, wouldn't it be awesome if something happened? Do you remember what I said?
I think you said that it'd be awesome if we pulled the card.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, wouldn't it be crazy if just some miracle happened out of the blue and we pulled it? Fun, just like joking around. Because obviously we know odds are hard to decide.
Odds are like maybe 50-50. Mm-hmm. But I remember because we were opening the packs and I remember pulling the first Charizard card.
Yeah, so just so we're clear, we did in that stream, we didn't pull one, we pulled two.
Two thick boys.
We pulled two Charizard cards, but one of them was an EX card. It wasn't the reprint one.
It was
And we already lost it when that happened. We're like, holy crap.
We lost it for a side duck card too.
Yeah. Well, that's a side duck card.
But no,
that's a given.
It's just because with the Evolutions pack, and I remember that pack specifically where we got the first Charizard, and I was like, what if the next pack or the one after we get the other? And like the one specific card, like not the next pack after that, but the one after, we kept pulling the like 3 cards in a row that was that card. I was like, what if this has the card? And at the end we were just pulling it slowly.
Yeah, because I remember the card that was right in front of it before we pulled it was a reverse hollow electric
energy. Yeah.
And
electrifying.
Because the funny thing about it is, as soon as because like she opens the cards, you open the cards because she's better at it and everything like that. She doesn't have like the jittery, shaky hands because she doesn't have the weird like nerve issues in her hands like I do. Apparently,
I have the, as you say, prettier hands.
Yeah, and she has that lucky touch. But as she's pulling it out, and she just, as soon as like the first top of it, I saw like the orange and red border.
Yeah.
And I saw that it was hollow, and I'm like, no way. And then it almost felt like that moment was just like time decided to just go really slow.
Yeah,
really slow, and it's just like the little bit more she pulled it, I saw, like, because on top of on any Pokemon card that's an evolution of another Pokemon, in the top left-hand corner of the Pokemon card, it'll show you the Pokemon that it evolves from. And as she was pulling it down, I saw Charmeleon, and I'm just like, no way. And then it just like it all clicked. She pulled the card down, and then boom, right there. And I'm looking at the card right now, and I still can't believe it.
I still can't believe we have it.
That out of a Walmart mini 2-pack mini tin,
tiny little tin.
We actually pulled the reprint Charizard card.
Pulled the thick boy season.
It was a thick boy season, and just like it almost became like an emotional moment for me, because like I was telling her, it's like because again, we both collected the cards as kids and everything like that. We had our binders, we put them in and everything like that, and we were one of those, and like at least when I was a kid, like I thought any holographic card when I was a kid was just worth money.
I thought the same thing.
I always thought that.
The same thing.
And obviously it's not, but everybody already knew, even if you didn't know.
Everybody knew that was Pikachu.
Even if you didn't know the value of certain cards, you knew that Charizard card was the card to have.
Yeah.
And definitely. As a kid, I never saw one. I never got to hold one. And I thought to myself, as a kid up to an adult, I never thought I'd ever see it.
Yeah.
And to now say with you that we have that specific card in our possession is seriously one of the coolest feelings in the world.
You got to live your childhood dream.
Yeah. I got to share my childhood dream with the person that I'm spending the rest of my life with. And I got to achieve something that I've been wanting to achieve since I was a kid. with her, and it's so awesome.
I'm not blushing right now. You are.
It's
High five.
It was just such an awesome moment.
I mean, I could say the same thing because, like, you know, it gives you that nostalgia feeling. You gotta live a childhood dream.
Nostalgia feels hard.
It's just, even, like, I could say the same thing technically because I still have, like, most of my cards from a kid. And I could say technically the same thing because I think I was sought after the Charizard card myself when I was young.
It was funny, though, when we pulled it.
Yeah.
I was flipping out and everything like that, and you were just like, what's the matter? And I was telling you, it's like, that's the card. That's the Charizard.
Yeah, like, I didn't.
And you're like, what? And then I was like, that's the reprint Charizard card. And you're like, wait, what?
Yeah, like, at first I was a little bit confused, just a little, because like I said, you know, I always wanted to see the card.
Yeah.
I never thought I could. And then when he said that, and, like, I was asking if you were okay because it sounded like you tripped. And I
have a tendency, I do have a tendency when we pull really rare cards, I trip and I fall because I run around the room.
So I have to make sure he's okay. But no, like, ever since a kid myself, I've always wanted to, like, hold that card. And I didn't realize at first that was the card. And then, like, it took me a second. That's why when you told me and it clicked, I was like, wait, what?
But it's just, it's like I said, it was such an incredible thing to witness with her and with me.
Witness the power.
Yeah, it was
of the Charizard card.
it was nuts, and it's just I still look at it, and it's just like I still can't believe it.
I love being able to, you know, live a childhood dream myself with the man I get to spend the rest of my life with, the love of my life. I love being able to pull that thick boy season.
Oh yeah.
Like,
it's just, and again, I know some people are gonna be like, well, that's not like the Shadowless base first edition or whatever. That's worth like $100,000. Just like, yeah, I get that. I understand. Trust me, if it was that card, I'd probably be a lot more happier. But it's not even that. It's more along the lines of being able to achieve a childhood goal that you thought never in your wildest dreams you would ever like, you know, accomplish, because you're a kid, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously now, because I'm an adult and we're adults and everything like that, we have that. Because when I was a kid, it wasn't like, oh, I could go to the store and buy 40 packs of cards and then just rip them all open. And it's like, nah, when you're a kid, you're lucky if you can get 2.
Yeah.
Because especially if you have parents that don't know what you're into and don't like what you're into or whatever, you tell them you want to buy like a booster box, that's $150, they'll probably drop kick you in the throat. But obviously when you're an adult, it's like,
throw a shoe at you.
It's like, and when you're an adult, it's like, yeah, I want to buy 30 booster boxes and rip them all open and see what I find, or take them and like sell them online for 3 times as much. You can do that when you're a grown-up. But when you're a kid, you don't get to.
It's like, I feel like living a childhood dream and happiness is, you know, better than the value. I mean, yeah, people are going to be out there like, well, happiness can't buy you a house. Happiness can't buy you food. We get that, but come on.
Yeah, but you can be rich and depressed at the same time, and you still want to drive your head through a cement wall. So you have to realize, it's
you gotta be happy.
Find like, again, we say this almost in every podcast.
We do.
It's just like, it's something that I sincerely.
Are we bringing it back?
I sincerely feel that it needs to be repeated, because people need to understand that this is something that it's not just something to say just to be like, oh, you're just trying to be inspiring for the sake of, like, you know, feels. And it's like, no. Because I will tell you this right now. I'm gonna get a little deep right now.
Deep.
And
something that needs to be said.
Myself and Jess here, we are 2 adults, and I can honestly say this right now, that we could probably be living way better lives right now.
Oh yeah.
It's like we're not living this life of luxury. We're not rich. We're not wealthy. We're not the best off, but
it's like we're living day by day.
Exactly. And it's just like, we take life in stride, and we go with what we have, what we do, and we go to the only way we need to. And I think the real thing that boils down to it is, like her and myself, we both have our issues. We both suffer with anxiety. We both suffer with depression. We both have several other things that are going on with us. So most people would hear that and they would immediately think this, like, how can you live like that? And it's like,
it's not easy, my friend.
It's not. It really isn't. And one of the things I really feel like it really means the most to me is the fact that, one, I have somebody in my life that I can be open to and be open with and share things with. But it's also somebody that I can share those small little niche things that I love, like playing video games, collecting cards, being geeky, making videos, whatever it may be. I can share those small little nuggets of joy with her, and that helps so much with the troubles and the just the overwhelming things that come to you with just sometimes the things that life gives you.
It helps you just not think about, the bad things, like the depression and stuff. Being able to, like, have someone that, you can, like, your person, in a sense, someone you can go to when you're sad, someone you can go to when you're happy, someone you want to be the first person, like, if you get a job or something, the first person you tell. And even if that's not something you have, just being happy yourself, making yourself happy.
Find the things that that even when all feels like it's at its worst, it makes you happy.
Yeah. Because I know some people are probably like, well, nothing makes me happy, I can't really, make myself happy. And, like, we get that because we, we've been in depression states.
There are plenty of times where I'm just like, I will be in such a bad state of mind where I'm just like, nothing makes me happy right now. I just like, nothing works. No, I can't. I just want to be happy and I can't.
Yeah, everyone gets like that.
But the real thing about it is, if you've tried, like, literally everything that you could possibly do that can make you happy and you still don't feel happy, never feel like you, because I know one of the things most people feel like when they're unhappy is they feel alone.
Yeah.
And trust me, that sucks. I hate that feeling
so much.
And thankfully for myself and her, we have somebody we can speak to and be like, hey, when we're at our lowest, we can go to them.
Like, hey, I need your help.
And
I can't.
What I say to the people listening right now, if you are at a point and you feel like, I just want to talk to somebody, I want someone to like at least just tell me that things will and can be okay. They're not hard to find.
They're not. They're probably right next to you and you don't know it.
Like, even listening to two dorks like us talk in a YouTube video.
Wait a second.
Okay, listening to one dork and one really small, cute dork. I added cute, so you don't have. You are petite. You're fun sized. Marco's done.
But I don't have to what?
But I was about to lose my train of thought. But I have her, and we're able to get ourselves out of that. And what I say, if you can't find anyone to speak to talk to, and again, I know we say this a lot in our podcast, but it's not going without truly meaning something. And again, we're not saying that we're gonna tell you everything you need to hear to make your life better. No, we're not saying that. But we're saying, if you just need someone to tell you, hey, I know things are hard. I know you're not in the right kind of mindset right now, but this is from both of us.
Yeah.
Things are hard. Yes.
Things are very hard and tough.
Life is not easy sometimes.
Now I'm getting all of my feels right now.
But the thing you really need to understand, and the thing you really need to see, is that you are important. You matter.
You took what I say all the time.
Who do you think I'm learning this from?
But yeah, I know. Indeed.
You matter. You're important. And even though things are hard and things are rough, and it just seems like you're fighting a losing battle, Trust me when I say this.
You're taking all my words.
even at the lowest point, things will always work out.
Yeah.
And things will always get better. Just
give it time.
Just keep being you, keep being amazing, and just keep being happy.
You know?
Even if you have to fight really hard to make it happen, we believe in you.
Yeah.
We think that you're special. We know that you can do anything you want.
Well,
we want you to be happy.
Now that you took about everything I was actually thinking about saying, I'm actually gonna speak myself now because, you know, depression sucks. Anxiety sucks. It's the hardest thing to even deal with. Like Ben here was saying, it is really, really hard. I'm more than blessed and lucky to actually have someone here to help me out, especially when I get to my lowest times, lowest points. The thing about it is I know you're probably sitting here listening like, well, you know, I am at my lowest point right now. What do I have left for me? Why even try anymore? We've been in that same situation, and luckily we have each other. I don't know if you do have someone or not, but you do have us, as he says, small, cute dork. And dork, we're rooting for you. The thing about it is, like he said,
you always have a fan. That's us.
Yeah, you always have a fan. The thing about it is you might not feel wanted, you might feel useless, you might feel like a screw up, you might have all these emotions going on. But you are highly, highly important. You always have at least, if it's not us, you always have one person there that needs you. One person that supports you. A person that loves you. They care about you. You know, you even have yourself that you love and care about yourself. Never give up. Keep being amazing. Keep being you. Keep being that extraordinary, outstanding person you are. Never lose faith. Never lose hope. Never lose anything. Just be you. Love yourself. Be happy, because at the end of the day, what matters the most is you. You're important. You're inspiring.
Grin. You don't
amazing.
I think the real, like, I love what you said, by the way.
Thank you. I love what you said too.
The one thing that I want to make clear is everybody wants to try to make some kind of impact in life.
I mean, everybody
wants to do that. But the thing I need to ask is the impact you want to make in life. Do you want to make that because you want that impact?
Exactly.
Or because you want to be remembered for making that impact?
Yeah.
Here's what you really need to do. And this is my opinion towards it. The impact that you make in life should be the one that this is the best way to put it is like, this is your legacy
that reflects the most on you.
People are going to remember you regardless if you want them to or not.
Yeah.
If people don't want to remember you, they won't. But the people that matter and the people that care and the people that want to remember you will. The most important thing I feel like that you need to look at is, what do you want to be remembered for? Do you want to be remembered as this person that tried to do something? Do you want to be remembered as this person that did something? No, you shouldn't look at it that way. You want to be remembered for being you.
You want to be remembered for
your legacy begins and starts with you. Exactly. Not what you're going to do, not what you're going to achieve, but you. You make that legacy happen. It doesn't matter what the impact is. It's the fact that you believed in yourself and you wanted that to happen. That's where it lies.
Is the results you give yourself.
You're the impact. Everything else that happens that you do, it's because you made that happen. The impact's already begun, and that's you from the start.
Exactly. The impact is you from the start, and you just got to keep, going your journey. You got to walk your line. You can't just, you have to walk your path. You can't just stir off the path and expect everything to go well or everything to fall into place.
Some people have it better than others. There's no denying that.
There's always bumps in the roads for everyone in life.
But hey, the people who have it easier in life, that's theirs. That's the way they're going.
I mean,
your path in life is going to be better because you took those bumps, those dents, and those curves in the road. You took those head on. You weren't afraid to do it.
Yeah, you made a better aspect. Like, you actually achieve so much more than, you know, the people that have it easy in life.
I guess the best way to look at it is some people just go through life, but you are going to be the one who's actually going to live it.
I feel like everyone does have some sort of depression. Pretty positive.
Everybody has that one thing that will bring them down.
Exactly, but like you were saying, you know, you're the impact. It's up to you how you make things work out in the end. Mm-hmm. It's up to you what kind of path you take. It's up to you what you achieve. It's up to you, you know, how you're gonna make your life.
You're writing this story.
Yeah, you're writing.
So if you want a good ending, you got to make that happen.
Exactly. If you want a book that a person's gonna want to read,
you gotta make sure you want to write it first.
Exactly. You gotta make sure you want to write it. And I know you probably sit there like, well, I don't really have, you know, all these people keep letting me down. All these people keep talking negative about me. In the long run,
as cheesy as it is to say, if someone's talking negative about you, it's because you're doing something right.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. As cheesy as it may sound, it's because you're doing better than them.
Again, just because you're not, like, maybe because you feel like, oh, because this person's rich, they know what they're all about and they're talking. No, man.
It's just be you. Don't let anyone bring you down, because in the long run, if they're going to be there being negative, being rude, and letting you down, they're not a true person. They're not a true friend.
People will bring you down for obvious reasons.
Exactly.
One, because they can't figure out their own stupid life out. But you're trying to ride that road, and you're trying to figure it out, and you're trying to make things happen.
And two,
if someone's going to just egg you on about that,
two, they're bringing you down because
they're the ones that are going to be crying themselves to sleep at night, not you.
Two, they're bringing you down because you're doing better in the long run.
Mm-hmm. And that's what it's all about.
Exactly. Well,
we all want to do better. We all are going to be better. And if you want to keep being better, if you want to keep succeeding in life, here's what you do. All right. Here's Ben's secret tip to succeed in life. All right. You ready for this?
Let's hear it.
Subscribe to JessBen TV and watch our videos. Check out our live streams. Listen to our podcast.
Check out our Instagram page.
And just keep being you.
Keep being you.
That's the most important part.
Maybe throw us some likes. Maybe, you know, show us some support. We love it.
But we like to kid. We like to joke around. Yeah. But really, like I said, like we always say, just be you. Be happy. Life was made for you to be happy. There's too much negativity in the world for you to just look at it and be like, I need to be bummed out all the time. Nah, just screw that noise, dude.
Just as amazing as you are.
Screw that noise. Just be happy.
Don't worry.
Be happy. Just like the big basses that talk on the wall.
Exactly. Oh, I love those things.
Big mouth Billy Bass, son.
Anyways, before we pass out here, I think this is a good way to end our podcast.
I think this is a good closing point.
It's a very good closing point. So, as we always say,
we will bid you adieu.
Adieu.
And we will see you soon.
We'll see you soon. We hope you have a wonderful day, night, whatever it is in your town.
And we'll see you all again real soon.
In our next video and podcast. I have been Jess.
I've been Ben.
And this has been another JessBen Untitled podcast onto episode
8.
We will see you in episode 8. We'll see you in our next videos. You guys take care.
And we'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening.
Later.